How's it going, people? In this video I'm going to be showing you how to test an ignition coil, this style of ignition coil, using nothing but ingenuity and a wire. So the painting on the Chevette is essentially done. I just gotta wait a few days to sand the clear coat, just light sanding and then polishing. And so I decided to attack the electrical system. There's a bunch of, it's a shit show. There's a whole bunch of weird stuff happening with the signal, with the turn signal. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes I go to do a right turn and it turns left and it blinks, the light blinks left, or it doesn't blink at all, or it turns on the brake lights. So I started by removing all the unnecessary wires that were just connected to nothing. They were just sticking out, just hanging around, just doing nothing. I don't know what this is. Very old-fashioned, isn't it? And then my headlights also weren't working, so I hooked up a wire, bale wire, and this is how you turn it on. But it's really bad because this is not an electrical wire, it's just some kind of regular steel wire, and it gets hot as fuck. I burnt my hands on it. So it actually has such high resistance that it's draining the battery. So when I get back home from driving, I go to try to crank the car next day, nothing. It just drains the battery completely. So we got to fix that. And removing that bunch of crap. Also, I just got to simplify the system here. But I came to this point where I came across this here, the famous 3-step. This car had a turbo on it before, turbo system, and they had this 3-step. And to be honest, I'm very old. I don't know, I'm not too sure what this does. I know that it when you press a button, it causes the car to go papa papa. But it's not doing anything right now because the car doesn't have a turbo on it anymore. I just bought it that way anyway, so it's not doing anything. So I want to remove it. But if I remove that, it's linked to the ignition coil. So if I remove it, the car won't start. So finally, to where we're supposed to be at, I got to figure out which one is positive and which one is negative. Now, being an old guy, a classic guy, I should say, that I am, I'm used to the older style ignition coils where you just have a positive and a negative. So I just assumed that the base here would be negative, and then one of these wires would be a positive, and then the other wire just doesn't do anything, just like in a relay. Sometimes you have wires that don't have a function on the electrical component. They don't have a function. They just serve for you to, there's just a terminal just for you to hook something to it, like to a gauge or to another electrical component, but they have no effect on the working of the component itself. So what I did was, obviously I already have the negative here, I just hooked up a battery, a wire from the positive of the battery straight to one of these and try to crank the car. but the car wouldn't start. Cranks but doesn't start. And then I tried the other terminal, and it still doesn't start. So that immediately means that it's not that both of these are necessary, not just one of them. And sure enough, I was just looking around here, and I don't see any. You can kind of see that the base here it doesn't have any effect on the internals of this. The inner part is the actual coil, right? So now I got to figure out which one is positive and which one is negative. I don't want to do any sparking directly to the ignition coil because it might burn it. So I'm going to figure out which one of the two wires going in is the positive and which one is negative. So what I do is just jam a wire in there, and then the other end I'm going to spark it. I'm going to rub it against either a negative or a positive terminal and see if a spark comes out. Now this is just a wire, so there's no problem with sparking a wire. It's not gonna, if I were to hold it there for like 10 minutes, then it would melt the wire, short circuit, the battery, melt the wire. But I'm just striking it against one of the posts, and if whichever post it sparks against, then the polarity is gonna be the opposite of that post. So because negative only creates a spark when you strike it against a positive, right? If you strike negative on negative and nothing happens, or positive on positive, nothing happens. So this is what we're gonna do. Right now I've got it connected to this black wire. Here's the end of the cable, or of the wire. And initially I don't expect anything to happen because the ignition is off. There's a negative terminal, there's a positive, no sparks. So now, when I turn the car to the on position, right, I'm not going to crank it just to the on position. Now, that should connect positive the battery through that switch to the coil. So normally that would power the coil. If you leave the car on that position, it'll burn out for hours. It'll burn out it can burn out the ignition coil, or at least drain the battery. So now that is on, let's go ahead and do the test again. So this is the positive. Nothing. Over to the negative. There we go. We have spark. Hopefully you can see. I'll try to zoom in a little bit. So that means, since this is the negative terminal and it's sparking against the black wire, that means this is our positive, and therefore this is our negative. So what I'm going to do now is, I can even just do the test here again with the green one, except the green one is just going to be permanent negative. So it should spark against the positive this time, and not against the negative. Nothing negative, over the positive. You can't really see that, but really get a little good in there. Or did I? I don't think it's in there properly. But anyways, this is how, yeah, it's not in there good enough. So anyways, now what I can do is I can just cut these wires off, remove the 3-step, and then just connect the black wire just straight to the ignition switch on the key, right? And then the other one just straight to the to a negative point on the car. So hope this helps.